Hello friends and welcome to another FriYay Pick card bundle. We certainly are in some interesting times at the moment, and I hope that each one of you who follow me, who watch my videos, who comment and like and love all my posts, thank you so much. I do hope that you are all well. I do hope that you're not getting total cabin fever, being locked up at home, and I hope you're finding interesting ways to keep yourselves entertained and to take care of yourselves and to take care of your families. It's been life as usual for me. Work doesn't stop. If anything, I think I'm working harder now than I did before the lockdown. Um, everybody's at home and everybody's worried and everybody's stressing. So there's been so many people who've been asking for help and asking for guidance. And I'm just so grateful that I am able to do that and able to continue working. So I'll always just sit in my little office and I'll always just connect with clients and work, which is really great. So I'm really honored and blessed to be able to continue working through these times. So it's Friday. It's apparently a long weekend. Apparently it's Easter. I don't know how that snuck up on us, but I think we've all been distracted and focused on other things that, Easter and long weekends certainly didn't feature. Thankfully, my daughter some time back had taken my diary and she had gone through the whole year and marked off the public holidays, because I never know when it's public holiday. There's an empty spot, book a client, So thankfully I have a weekend off and I'm going to so enjoy my weekend off. It's my little lockdown weekend. But anyway, let's not talk about me and let's not talk about my little weekend that I'm so excited about. Let's get on to your pick a card. I'm so excited about my weekend, I'm forgetting about the process. So I need to say to you which decks we're using today, and I've picked fun decks. I've picked decks that I'm hoping are going to bring us a little bit of upliftment, a little bit of laughter, a little bit of happiness, a little bit of silliness, really. So you can see I've put them over there, okay, on the table over there, the decks that I'm using. So it's the Housewives Tarot, and the reason why I picked, look at the little tablecloth back on the cards. The reason why I picked the Housewives Tarot is because I don't know about you, but I'm doing a lot more housework than I would normally do, and it's not my favorite. I'm really not a housework kind of girl. And we're all doing housework like crazy, so I thought it would be fun to use the Housewives deck to just to bring a little bit of fun and laughter into it. And then I paired it with, seeing as we're being silly, seeing as we're being a little bit crazy, the other deck that I've used over there, that one is is the Magical Unicorns deck. So we're using Housewives Tarot and Magical Unicorns Oracle deck, and I'm hoping that our messages are not going to be so doom and gloom, not going to be so serious, not going to be so busy. I'm hoping it's going to be a little bit of fun, a little bit of lightheartedness. So let's see. So on screen right now, you're going to have an image of your bundles, an image of your choices that are available to you now. So you can just close your eyes and take a deep breath in, hold it for a brief second, and then exhale it out and let out all your stresses and all your worries. Let it all go. And then when you open your eyes and you look at the image on screen, just notice which of the bundles really seems to draw you in, which of the bundles do you seem to get a positive feeling with, and take that as the bundle that's going to contain the message that you need to hear right now. If you want to, at this point, think on a question, think of a challenge, think on a problem, while looking at the cards. You may even be guided to a card that has a bundle that has the answers that you need. All right, so when you've got your bundle, you may now, if you are on YouTube, in the description box below, if you expand that, you will see the timestamps for each of the bundles so that you can go straight to that section. Obviously, if you want to watch the whole thing, that's fab. But if you want to just go straight across to your section, you can do that. And if you're on my blog, you can now pause this video. And if you scroll down, you will see that there will be individual videos for each of the sections. All right. So we'll see you at your bundle. All right, so you chose bundle 1 as the bundle that has the message you need to hear today. Welcome. So in case you didn't watch the intro, you can see over here are the decks that I'm using today. So we're using the Housewives Tarot and we are using the Magical Unicorns Oracle deck. And I'm hoping that our messages, they're going to be lighthearted. I'm hoping they're going to be full of inspiration, full of happiness for each one of us today. So The Housewives Tarot, I'm using it because I have been very housewifey this week, and I don't like being housewifey. It's not who I am. So finding myself obviously doing a lot more housework than usual. So I thought, and this deck is fun. This deck is whimsical. This deck is full of happiness. So I thought that's why we would be using this deck today. So the back of the cards is like a picnic blanket. You know, the typical red, which is stunning. I mean, it's such fun. And I love this deck. It shuffles so nicely. It feels so good in my hands. And like I said, the images are really great. So let's see what we get for you who chose bundle 1 today. Okay, shuffled complete. We're going to take 2 cards. Let's see what we got. So the first one we got. You know what? These cards really do make me chuckle. They are such fun. So you got the 4 of Swords. So here we have our housewife. She has face mask on. She's got her cucumber wedges on her eyes. Everything is laid out and everything is prepared. She's having a day to take care of herself. She's pampering herself. But now that she's got everything attached to her face and she looks so scary, she has to wait. So the 4 of Swords is typically the card of rest. It's the card of wait. It's the card of looking after self and taking a little bit of time out to look after yourself and to do whatever it is. So you can see she's ready. Down the bottom here, we've got some nail polish, we've got some lipstick, we've got face powder. What is this thing on the end? Oh, that's the sliced cucumber. Okay, that over there is the sliced cucumber that she's used on her eyes. So everything is ready. Everything is in place. She's prepared for her day of relaxation, and now all she has to do is relax. So the 4 of Swords is telling you to relax. It's telling you to take some time out, but not just sit in front of the TV and do nothing. Actually pamper yourself. Take some time out to nurture and care for self. And attached to that is the 6 of Cups. And the 6 of Cups is typically the card of reminiscence. It's the card of thinking back to the good old times. It's the card of remembering a time gone by, okay? And you can see what she's doing. She's drinking pink lemonade, or it's a pink G&T, depending on the time of day when you watch this. So it's either a pink G&T or it's her pink lemonade that she's drinking. But she's remembering a simple time. She's remembering a time when life wasn't so complicated and when life wasn't so challenging. Okay, so the message that you've got here today is telling you to pamper yourself. Take some time out for self-care. Do a little bit of pampering so that you feel better, so that you feel better within yourself, that you feel a little bit more nurtured, really, and think back to happier times. Think back to simpler times. Reminisce and ponder, and just give yourself that time to, well, that moment to just be in that space. And try and enjoy it as much as you possibly can. So let's see now, because that's a lovely message. Now let's see what the magical unicorns have to say. So there's the back of the cards. These have got a beautiful gold edging, gilding on them. So let's shuffle and see what message the magical unicorns want to add to your one that you already have. Such fun. I love this. Okay, let's shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Magical unicorns, what do you want to say to us? Oh my gosh. We got grandparent. And you probably can't read at the bottom, but it says you have a special bond with the grandparent that can never be broken. So how fabulous is that? So whether your grandparents are living or deceased, whether you knew them or didn't know them, whether they were in your life or not in your life, whether they are now in your life or not in your life, it doesn't matter. But just know that you have a grandparent that loves you dearly. You have a strong bond with the grandparent that just can never go away. And I'm going to bring, as I always do, this 6 of Cups, which is reminiscence, which is thinking back to simple times, thinking back to where we've come from, all of those kind of things. Let's bring our grandparents in. So what memories do you have of your grandparents? I immediately think of my grandparents. They had a farm in Drummond when I was growing up, and we used to go there for holidays. And all I can think of is the geese that used to run after me and bite my bum. But you see what it does? It makes us laugh. So let's do that. Let's spend some time reminiscing. Let's spend some time thinking. And let's spend some time nurturing the self, because that's what's important. So yes, we are in really crazy, weird times at the moment. We're facing pandemics. We're facing, I don't know, destruction like we've never seen before. And we don't know how it's going to work out. We don't know how it's going to pan out. But you know what? Worrying about it, stressing about it ain't going to change the outcome. So we need to focus on self, and we need to keep ourselves sane through all of this. And I think that's really what this message is for you. So this message is telling you to nurture yourself, take care of yourself, take some time out to do things. You know what? One thing that I have absolutely loved about this lockdown is the fact that I can live in my slippers. I am such a slipper girl. I have a stash of slippers, okay? So living in my slippers, and it makes me feel good. It makes me feel so comfy and so supported and so nourished and so amazing. So that's what you need to do, is take some time out to take care of yourself. Reminisce about the past, reminisce about the good old days, whatever the good old days means to you, and just know that you are loved by grandparents, living or not. Even if they are deceased, just know that this is a message from them to say, we're here, we're with you, we love you, we admire you, and we support you. So friends, those of you who chose bundle 1, I hope that was a good message for you. I hope that puts a little bit of a spark in your life and makes you feel like everything's going to be okay, because you know what? It is. It is. It doesn't matter how this whole thing turns out. It doesn't matter what happens in our world. It's going to be okay. We will bounce back. With love and blessings from me to you. Until we do this again next week, you take care. And hello to those of you who chose bundle 2 as the bundle that has the message you need to hear today. Welcome, welcome. I hope you are well, and I hope you are okay during our lockdown. Today is Friday, and it's also a nice long weekend, and we're going to have some fun, and we're going to have some interesting messages today. So today I am using these 2 decks that I have put next to me there. So the decks that are there, just in case you can't read them, and I'm just seeing I'm putting cards upside down, is the Housewives Tarot. You can see the beautiful picnic blanket backing on the cards. So we're using the Housewives Tarot today because I've had to do, as I'm sure most of us, more domestic duties and domestic chores than ever before, and I'm not really a domestic goddess. So I need as much help as I can get from the Housewives Tarot to get me through. And these cards are just fun. They're lighthearted, they're fun, they're not so scary and dangerous and, you know, raise anxiety levels. They're more fun, they're more whimsical. And I partnered it with this one over here. Oops, pick my thumb right. That one over there is the Magical Unicorns, because why not? Why not? So I'm hoping that our messages today are fun, lighthearted, easy, simple, and uncomplicated, and put a smile on our face. That's my objective today, is to make you smile. Right, let's have a look. So we're going to take 2 cards from our Housewives Tarot, and let's see. Oopsie. Oh, okay, so clearly you're getting 3 cards. I pulled out 2. Okay, so the first card we have is the World. So the World is the last card in the major arcana of the tarot, and here we can see it is, I want to say it's one of those boxes that we used our recipe cards, that we kept our recipe cards in, but you can see this is not recipe cards. This is our, I'm going to call it our bucket list. Okay, this is the places we want to go. This is the places where we want to go, what we want to do, and all of those kind of things. It may be even keeping records of what we have done, and not only about what we want to do, but it's our potentials, okay? Potential places we want to go, potential places we can go, we have been, but it is our memory box. And the World is also about attainment and completion. So I think the message that this is giving you today is to recognize that even though you are stuck, trapped, blocked, locked in your home for your own safety and for the safety of everybody else, recognize that that is your world, that is exactly, and the potentials of what you have within that space is just amazing. I like that. Okay, so then the other one you got. So remember now, I was supposed to only get you 2, but somehow 2 came out on that last one, so you've got 3 cards. Look at the devil. Just look at the decadence in that chocolate cake. And we've got cigarettes, we've got Valium cigarettes. What is that one on the end there? God, I can't. That looks like it's a cheese of some kind. We've got instant coffee over here, my favorite. We have got spork. I don't know what spork is, and I have no idea what that little boxed food is, but it's all the decadent stuff. It's the temptations. It's the things we know we shouldn't take, ingest, eat, enjoy, but we do. And that chocolate cake, look at it, is just decadent and gorgeous. But the devil is, that's exactly what it is. It's all about temptations, okay? The devil tempts us. It tempts us to do something we know we shouldn't do. And we know it's bad for us, and we know it's blah, 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 blah. But we do it anyway because it's nice and because it makes us feel good. So that was the two cards. I'm going to put all the messages together in a second. So let's have a look at what our third card was. So the third card is the Page of Wands. So here we have riding a mop and pretending it's our horse. We are dressed up in our cowboy outfit. I'm hoping that the camera will focus on it so that you can see, because it's just too cute. So we are dressed up as a cowboy. We've got our little cap gun. We're riding the mop. We've put a little horse head on the mop, and we're just having fun. So the Page of Wands is about enjoying the moment. Whatever it is that you're doing, whatever it is that you're involved in, just try to find enjoyment. So when I look at these three, and I know I've got the order all wrong, but forgive me, I get it. So we started off with the world. The world is telling you that, yes, your world may have got smaller, but your world is limited and restricted to your home base at the moment. But that doesn't mean that you are limited or restricted in any way. Your imagination, your memories, your adventures, the places that you still want to do, the things that you have already done, all can come into your world and make your world amazing. Temptations are always going to be there, and I think each one of us, especially now here in South Africa, today is 2 weeks in on our 21-day lockdown. There is rumors of it being extended, so we are all starting to feel a little bit nervous, a little bit anxious, and the temptation to break the rules, the temptation to climb out of our comfort zones, the temptation to go out into the big bad world are strong. And we need to make sure that we're keeping everything in check. We need to make sure that we are being silly in our homes. Whatever it is that you need to do, ride that mop, pretend you are the cowboy, play cops and robbers in your home, do whatever it is that you need to do to have a little bit of fun, to eat that chocolate cake, and to really not eat it daintily with a fork, rather dig it with your hands. Be childlike, have some fun, and understand that the world is not restricted and limited to your physical home, but it is limited and restricted to your imagination. So let's set your imagination free. Eat the chocolate cake because you can. We'll worry about the consequences of it afterwards. But in everything that you do, be childlike, have some fun, just be in the moment. Okay, so I'm going to leave those down there, and now we're going to pick up our magical unicorns with their beautiful gold gilding edges. And let's see what message the unicorns want to give us. Okay, shuffle, 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 shuffle. These cards do shuffle so nicely. That one over there. So the unicorns are saying to you, very soon. And I know you can't read what's written at the bottom. It says, what you're asking for will happen soon in a happy way. Look how beautiful that picture is. So, my friends, whatever it is that's worrying you, and I know it's probably coronavirus, it's probably lockdown, it's probably associated and connected to that. It's basically the unicorns are saying to you that whatever it is you're asking for will happen soon in a happy way. So there's going to be a happy ending. There's going to be happy resolution. So put on your cowboy outfit, climb on that mop, ride your horsey, eat the cake, because that cake is just so decadent, and have some fun, and know that your world is not limited and restricted to a box. With love and blessings from me to you, until we do this again very soon in a week's time. Take care. And hello to those of you who chose bundle 3 as the bundle that has the message you need to hear today. Welcome. If you didn't watch the intro and you're not sure what cards we're using today, I have them over here. So I have chosen the Housewives Tarot Look at the back of the cards, a little picnic blanket pattern. Isn't it just too gorgeous? I've chosen the Housewives Tarot because it's a fun, whimsical deck. It's a light-hearted deck. But I found that obviously with this lockdown, I'm doing a lot more domestic duties than I would normally do, and I don't particularly like it. So I need as much help as I can get. So we're using the Housewives Tarot for that. And also just because my objective today is to put a smile on your face. My objective today is to lighten the load, lighten the spirit, to bring a little bit of happiness. Yeah, just a bit of laughter into our lives. So Housewives Tarot is really going to do that for us, especially looking at the messages we got for bundles 1 and 2. Should certainly be interesting what we get for you. And then I've also paired it with this one over there, which is the Magical Unicorns, again, just because I can. So I am shuffling Housewives Tarot to see what fun, light-hearted, interesting messages we get for you today. Okay, let's have a look. I never know how to hold these things. So I'm going to take 2 cards from here. Okay, so the first one we have, I'm laughing because this card came up in bundle 2 and now it's come up again for bundle 3, but it is such a fun card. So it's the Page of Wands, and if you have a look at the card, so here we are dressed up in our best cowboy outfit. We are riding a mop, which we have made into our horse, and we are killing it, okay? We are rocking our little horse, our cowboy outfit, and we are having fun. We're being in the moment. So the Page of Wands is about learning. It's about understanding. It's about being mindful. It's about knowing that you can do anything that you set your mind to, okay? So the Page of Wands is saying the Wands is about what we do. So mopping the floor doesn't have to be a boring activity. If you want to cowboy ride your broomstick or your mop, or if you want to sing in karaoke while you're doing it, whatever it is, make it fun. Don't let the seriousness of the situation drag you down. Don't let the seriousness of the situation stop you from having fun, is the message of this particular Page of Wands, and I just absolutely love it. So the other card that you got is the 3 of Cups. Look at the cute little baby. So 3 of Cups is about celebration. It's about joy. It's about acknowledgement. It's about sharing happy times with friends. And we can't do that right now. We're in lockdown. We can't invite our friends over for a gathering. We cannot celebrate achievements with our nearest and our dearest. But we can with the people in your home. So whoever you are with at the moment, just acknowledge and celebrate. You know, be grateful. I have been consulting throughout this whole period, so it's life is normal for me. But one thing that's been coming through quite strongly is how relationships are strained right now. You know, as much as we love our partners, as much as we love our husbands and our wives, spending this much time together in such close proximity where we have no activities and we can't go out and we can't socialize, it's putting strains on relationships that were ordinarily okay. So I think the 3 of Cups is telling you to celebrate your relationships. Focus on what is good. Focus on what you have created. Focus on what you have achieved. Just acknowledge and celebrate life together, okay? And do it. Do it in your cowboy outfits. You know, do it in a fun way. Don't let things get too serious. And, you know, that was my objective with today's pick of cards, was just to keep it lighthearted and to keep it fun, to put a smile and a laugh on everybody's face. And these cards are certainly doing that without a doubt. So Page of Wands is telling you to, whatever it is that you do, be lighthearted, try and be a little bit more casual, a little bit more fun about it, and celebrate life with those that are around you, with your family, with the nearest and your dearest, with the ones that you truly love. Don't focus on what they do that irritates you. Focus on what they do that makes you proud. Okay, and celebrate that. Right, so let's see what the unicorns, so this is the back of the Magical Unicorns, and you can see they've got beautiful gold gilded edges, stunning deck. And let's see what message the Magical Unicorns want us to know today. This is such fun. I'm really loving this, even though I've just thrown all the unicorns on the table. So the deck is a little bit bigger than the tarot deck, so okay. That one over there. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. I'm not turning it over just yet. You've got to be kidding me. So out of your tarot cards, you had the Page of Wands, which came up in bundle 2. And this message from the unicorns is the same one that came up in bundle 1. And you saw me shuffle. So you got grandparent. The message from the unicorns is grandparent, and it says that you have a special bond with the grandparent that can never be broken. So we're going to take this message in one of two ways. So if your grandparents are living or deceased, if you know them or didn't know them, if you had a close bond with them or not, just know that you do have, spiritually, your soul has a bond, has a connection with a grandparent. And just know that it can't be broken, that you and your grandparents are connected. The love that they have for you, whether they're living or not, doesn't matter. The love that they have for you is really strong. If you had a terrible relationship with your grandparents and they are now deceased and they are now in spirit, please know that they are not that same person anymore. They now have understanding that we can't comprehend. And they love you. They love you unconditionally, and they are there for you. The magical unicorns are saying so. That's really fabulous. And you know what? I always like to ponder and to think about the relationship I had with my grandparents, and only the good ones come to mind, and it brings such a warmth to the heart when we think about it. So that's what you need to do today. You need to be mindful. You need to focus on your grandparents. If you didn't know them, just imagine what life would have been like with them in your life. Just imagine the kind of experiences that you could have had, and just know that they are looking at you from above. They're looking at you from spirit. They love and adore you, and they're surrounding you with unconditional love, which is awesome. And celebrate and acknowledge and have some fun in your life. So friends, those of you who chose bundle 3, I do hope that there was something in there that put a smile on your face, that there was something that brought a little bit of lightness and happiness to your heart and soul. With love and blessings from me to you, until we do this again next week, you take care.